Well, hello everyone. Hey, this is the last of our filters class, the Sunday snippets, little snippet of the filter class. And we are going to be talking about graphic novel, the graphic novel filter, which I find very cool, very artsy kind of design, a black and white artsy type of thing. So hey, if you are doing some of these, following along and actually using some of your photos, please make sure you post them inside of our Facebook group. You definitely need to do that so we know that you're liking these snippets, and also post below if you're liking the snippets. So they do take a lot of time, and if nobody's watching them, then I won't continue doing them. But I think that people are still watching them. So let me know by either replying back to this email or posting down below. Another thing too, if you want to go to our home page, it's naods.com. Go ahead and join my free Facebook group if you haven't already. I think it's right up here. And you can also grab the free list of websites Digi-Scrappers use daily, which is also up here. So go ahead and grab those, but watch this video first. Bye for now. Happy Sunday. Another one that I kind of like, and it's something that you just don't think about. This one is, I really like this. It came about a couple years ago. It's called the graphic novel. And let me just kind of bring up, this is in your handout, but this is kind of what it's going to be like. Like, I really like the upper, I'm going to zoom in real close so you can kind of see what it is. But I really kind of like this one because it gives it that squiggly look. And I don't know if you'll be able to see these numbers, but if any of these look good to you, well, it'll be different on your photo anyway. So it doesn't really matter if you can't see those numbers because you're going to play around with it. But this is the painted gray. And I'm going to be doing this, but I just want to show you this before. And then this is what's called fine detail, where you select that. And then this one I really like. That's kind of interesting. Hard edges. And then this one is twisted plot. So let's play around. I did want to show you this because this is very important. Look at these two different sizes right here. This is Leo 1 and Leo 2. Now, Leo 1 is a pretty high quality photo. But if you see, Leo 2 is 241K. So somewhere down the road, I made this a not a very high quality photo. And the difference is huge when you're playing around with some of these filters. And let me show you. Let me go into the one that's not so good, a lower quality. Like if I were to crop this, let's just show you so if you run into this, then you'll remember. I'm going to crop this to his face real quick. Hold on. Okay, so it's definitely a lower quality photo because of the size difference. And if you go into filter and you go into sketch and you go into graphic novel, which is what we were doing, see that? I mean, it might be kind of cute, but it's not really. Okay, so you'll see that you have to zoom in really, really tight, and it just isn't giving you that same look that you saw in the other one. So let's show the difference here. Let's close out of that one. Let's bring up the higher quality photo, which, you know, anything that you take, yeah, no detail. So this is a higher quality, it's a bigger size, and I'm just going to crop it close in. He's looking at me like, why are you taking my picture again, mother? And I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to actually make a couple copies. Control J or Command J on the Mac. Okay, there's 4 of them. So I'm going to go into the same area, going into filter. Sorry, it's lagging because it's a big file. And then I'm going to go into sketch, graphic novel. I'm going to pick the painted gray, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. He's so funny. I just kind of love this because it gives that little hairy, those little hairy hairs there. I just think it's just adorable. So let's play around with these numbers. I think I had this one set to 3.7, but again, it's going to be different for everybody. And this clean look, I think I have 5.6 or something like that, 5.6. And then the contrast, I think it was 0.4. Actually, I might even play around more with it because it's a different photo. And then 1.9, oops, 1.9. And then okay. Now, it doesn't look the same as on my, well, it's pretty, it's because it's a different photo, that's why. So we might have to go in there and kind of play around with it a little bit more. I guess it's not going to let me. It already adhered it to it. So that's not too bad. But if I go Control Z, it will undo it, and then I can go back in and try a different one. So filter, sketch, graphic novel, and I'm going to go, actually it does pick out something for you right off the bat. So let's just kind of use that. I think that it looks pretty good. But I'm focusing on like the hair. Oh, okay, let's go a little more. See how you can kind of get carried away with getting it perfect. So everybody's going to have a different idea of what's going to look good. So I'm just going to keep that. Let's see here. Can you get greater quality saving pictures with greater pixels? Yes, you can. The better the quality, the better this is probably going to end up. And then that's that one. That's painted gray. So I'm going to click on OK. And you could save them all and then go back to all your layers and look at them and say, okay, this is the one I like best, right? So remember that if you have a really, really high quality photo, it might take a little while for this filter to apply. So let's turn that one off. And like I said, during a class, it's a little bit slower even because of the memory that it's hogging. Sketch, and let's go back into graphic novel, and let's just try the fine detail one. So I'm going to select that one. And come on, little guy, why aren't you like, oh, okay, I guess it doesn't really, what it does, okay, so when you select it, it just does a double outline. It doesn't give you that red thingy. So let's go with darkness. Let's bring it all the way up to about 4. And let's go down. Let's go to twisted plot here. I think twisted plot is an interesting one. So yeah, it's really weird because it's doing it a little bit different than what the photo was. I think the darkness is the key on where you want to play with. Here's the hard edges one, which sometimes looks really cool because it gives you that pencil sketch-like type of thing. Let's go with clean look, bring it down just a bit. I don't know, it might look kind of cool on a, like I'm kind of envisioning this as a background or something. Like you could use this as a background. Let me just click on OK. And then you can kind of bring in other photos on top of that. Or you can do some journaling in the white area. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like talking out loud here on why you might do something like this. You know, you could do this on a 12 by 12 or an 8 by 8, and then just have some text float in there. Let's just do black text and maybe a little square box here. The text is going to be a lot smaller, so maybe 18. This is where you can add your journaling. Journal, blah. Okay, it's kind of making sense here. So you could do something like this, like a little poem even. And let's just keep going here. And then let's go in here. And I'm just getting sidetracked, but I want to kind of show you why this might be kind of cool. Let's go left justified. Let's bring that down to regular. Let's bring the tracking. It looks like the tracking's good. That's good. And there you go. So something like that. I don't know. Might be kind of cool. I'm not sure.